Hello and welcome to our channel. Join us as we take you on a deck-by-deck tour from our recent trip on the Celebrity Beyond in 2025. From bars to buffets, relaxation spaces to running tracks, we'll show it all. We hope you enjoy our unscripted, unedited commentary as we take you on this tour.
So before we get started, here's some facts and figures about the ship.
Starting down on deck 2, we've got the basement down here, so this is the area for teens aged 13 to 17 to meet and have fun together. Also down here we've got the medical centre. Thankfully we didn't have to visit that, so we have no footage of that, but it is down here. And then there's the destination gateway, so this is where you exit the ship when you are getting off at port. So there's a wee security area here, and then you show your card as you go off the ship. The stair here just behind the destination gateway takes you up to deck 3.
So here we are in deck 3. Slide the doors open, and this is the Grand Plaza, which is right in the middle of the ship.
It is, it's a midship and it's an entertainment space. There's a bar here, nice place to sit in the evening as well, isn't it?
You'll see the martini bar, there's a big fancy.
Yep, the chandelier.
Just like one of the ones we've got at home, Linda.
Haha. I wish. And there's a martini bar.
Yeah.
Right, now moving forward all the way to the front of the ship, we have Tuscan. So this is one of 4 main dining rooms on the ship, and this one is on deck 3. And this restaurant has is it an Italian
theme? Yeah, it was. This was really good, by the way. I like this restaurant.
Yeah, it was really nice. We had a lunch in here, and dinner. The dining rooms are all absolutely huge and all beautifully decorated as well. As you can see, lovely lighting, nice colour schemes. All of them have these amazing windows looking out over the sea or the
try and get a window if you can,
decked up
right next to the porthole, and the waves are just a matter of feet away from you. It's really lovely. So just along the corridor from the Tuscan you have the Normandy. This is restaurant number 2 of the main dining room restaurants you have.
And this one is French inspired. Although each of them have their own inspirations, they share a lot of the same food in the dining rooms. We actually have a video, a vlog on here, which takes you around all of the food on the ship. So maybe you can watch that next. I'll either link it below or at the end of the video for you, so that you can see. But again, beautiful decor on here.
It's really nice in here.
We'll just leave you now to have a little look around.
So as you leave Normandy restaurant, you walk down this corridor and you see the hull of the ship. They've opened it up a wee bit and you can see all the people who've built the ship, and they've signed their names in the inside of the hull. It's really cool. It
is a pretty cool feature. And then of course on the opposite side of the corridor, something totally different with some of the beautiful artwork that you see on this ship. It's all around. This is just a wee library corner.
Yeah, and then you span round there and you see guest relations.
Yep, right in the corner where that little cluster of people is, that is guest relations. They've got a couple of desks there. It's in this huge space, and it just feels a bit less of a bun fight to go and speak to somebody there than in some of your traditional guest relations where you queue and queue and queue. They don't have that system here. It was quite nice. And the little corridor down here to the right leads back to the main plaza.
So now we're in the theatre in deck 3. Now this theatre goes deck 3, deck 4 and deck 5. We've entered in deck 3 to show you how big it is, and this is where you see some of the most fantastic shows ever.
So a light jog up the stairs takes us on to deck 4 now, and we're starting right at the very back at the aft of the ship. You can see the beautiful wake view there. And this is Eden Restaurant. Now this is an upcharge restaurant, it's a specialty. We didn't dine here, but we're just giving you a wee look around it. Looks like a lovely space.
Yeah, I think the reason we dined it's quite, was it a lot of fish type of things, if I remember rightly?
Maybe, I don't remember what the menu was, never really looked at it in honesty. But it looks like one of those kind of restaurants where you saw the cooking area there, so maybe they cook in front of you, which is quite nice. And again, fantastic sea views from this restaurant. This is part of the whole Eden area of the ship, which spans many decks, but you'll see the rest of that as we come to them. And just moving on now to the Cosmopolitan restaurant.
Yeah,
so
we liked this restaurant.
We did, we came back here several times. So this is the third of the 4 main dining rooms we're going to show you, and this one is American themed.
Yeah, Cosmopolitan.
Anything else you want to say about this one here, or shall we
yeah.
just leave them to have a wee browse around?
Have a look. Again, look how low you are. Even though it's in deck 4, you're still quite low, and if you get a seat at the window, or a table at the window, it's really lovely.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, we love the entrance. Look at all the wine bottles on the roof as you come in here. It's just a really nice feature. The ship is so decorative. And just across the corridor, as you can see from Cosmopolitan, we come to Cyprus. We like this one. We ate in here a few times.
It was nice. Yeah, again, fancy decor as you go in.
Yep, and this is the Greek themed restaurant. But again, the menus, you know, it's not all Greek food. They would have their own specials and then a more basic menu as well. And again, just beautifully decorated, they all are.
So as you leave Cyprus restaurant, you turn around, and as you probably see, I will sprint up this corridor, reason being there's shops here, and I can't afford for Linda to see things in the shops.
Yep, as you can see, we're running along, and you can see more of the art there on the left. I think it's really important, you know, as we go through to let you see all of the beautiful art on this ship.
Don't look,
oh, jewellery shops! I wasn't allowed in there.
No. Then you have the casino on your left, on deck 4.
Yeah, we were able to have a wee look around the casino. I don't think it's considered good form to have a look around when people are using it, but it was closed, so we quickly went in just to give you a scoot around. To be fair, casino is
not for us. We don't do that type of thing.
Yeah, we've never actually gambled in a casino on a cruise ship at all, so they're a bit of a mystery to us, but you know, you can have a look around and see what there is.
You can win, I think you win prizes, you win trips on ships, the more you spend, I believe.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Looks like there's some slot machines there, some tables for various card games. You'll probably know better than we do what they are.
We've got a clue. Not our thing. But still nice, very colourful. So we're leaving the casino by a slightly different door than the way we came in. And on your left you can see the craft social bar. Now, we went in here a couple of times, ordered some drinks, but we didn't sit in here and drink. We thought it was quite small. We sat outside on tables looking over the Grand Plaza.
Yep, it was always quite busy in here as well. Could be a wee bit tricky to get a seat, and it was nice to sit out and people watch, you know, just out and about on the main area. Again, we had the
drinks package, so we were able to order
whatever we wanted.
Here,
And this is the traditional British style pub on this ship. But yeah, you can see all these seats out here, looking, as we said, over the Grand Plaza.
Yeah, that's where we sat,
and it was nice to sit out.
And we drink and watch the world and people watching. It's good.
Just carrying on along that corridor, we come to the Grand Bistro. Now, this is another upcharge restaurant. Some evenings, I believe it has a French-inspired menu, and some evenings it hosts Le Petit Chef culinary experience. Now, we actually did this, and I think we're going to release a wee video so you can see what goes on there.
You're going to love that when you see that. It is absolutely amazing.
It was fun,
something totally different. Never seen it before in my life. Thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really, really such a fun experience. So do look out for that coming up. In the meantime, just have a wee browse around here. It's not a massive restaurant, this.
No, it's very small.
Fairly compact, but our experience there was very good. And just carrying on again along this corridor, we come to Le Voyage. Now, we can't even have a peek inside this restaurant.
Yeah, we didn't go in here, plus the fact the door was always locked every time we tried to pass it.
Yeah, they locked the door to this unless, I guess, it was open. And again, it's an upcharge restaurant, and we didn't eat there. And just in front, Cafe Al Baccio.
Yeah, we loved that.
That was one of our favourites. Nice cakes, nice coffee.
We probably sat in every one of those seats at some point in the cruise.
We did visit here a lot. And again, it's quite open to the Grand Plaza, so there's always lots of things going on there as well.
So moving along deck 4, you come along to where the photo gallery is.
Yeah.
You order your photos, go and have a wee looky.
Yeah, exactly. And just next to that, we've got shore excursions. So if you decided once you were on the ship that you wanted to book an excursion for the next port,
we've yet to do that.
This is where
we've never actually gone in and like be priced to see.
We always pre-book, so we really can't tell you if it's reasonable and if it's worth it or not. This is the studio on the right, and this was, I believe, you could get professional photos taken there. It wasn't really our kind of thing, so don't know much about that. And future cruise, and I think that's something we need to do.
No, we do, because we always end up coming back home and then booking a cruise.
Yeah, we should really have a look at future cruise and see if we can get some good deals. And here we are, whizzing by the shops again.
Linda just can't ever to get past,
There's the club on the left, so that was a nightclub bar type area. It covers a couple of decks, so we'll show you around that when we get up to the next deck. And as you can see, on deck 4, we're now at the very, very front of the ship, and the theatre again, because as we said, it covers decks 3, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Before we leave deck 4, just a very quick word about the lifts. They had these fantastic boards that kept us right where we were going, and you'll see that green light flashing there. So when the lift was surrounded in green, it meant it was going up, and surrounded in red meant it was going down.
Very, very easy. So now we're in deck 5, and then this mind-boggling corridor that really makes a mess of your vision.
It does. It was actually really cool. Played really kind of spooky music. It had the lights and things floating from the ceiling, and this takes you towards the back area
Keep your
of the
eyes
ship.
open in case you bump into things.
Absolutely.
It's quite dark.
It was quite dark actually, but very cool.
Very cool, yeah.
And exiting it is one of the areas of the ship with the most artwork. You can see there are pillars, there are flowers, there are statues, there are things on the wall. And just turning around here, there's these deer standing on each other's feet. It's all a bit strange, but
yin and yang
quite
type
cool
thing.
Oh, maybe. Never thought of it like that, but it could be.
And there's a wee chocolate shop.
Yeah, here's the chocolate shop. We didn't actually buy anything from here because the chocolates here are not included. They are needing to be bought, but they do look rather delicious, it has to be said. We'll just leave you to salivate there for a second as you have a wee look.
I'm remembering now.
Just heading on down this corridor, we come to this restaurant which is called Blue. I love the decor on the outside of this. I love the colour, I love the white rose, looks amazing. However, we were not able to go in here because
you have to be aqua class.
Yes, you have to be an aqua class guest, and sadly we were not.
No.
However, looked amazing. And again, just carrying on down, this was such a nice area to sit. We would sometimes come and sit here in the evenings.
Some weird chairs, these chairs on the right, you sat there and you heard bird music.
Yeah, little birds tweeting and things in your ears, and you could watch people shopping in the Mankind shop there. It was just a nice area to sit.
And now we're approaching Eden.
Yeah, the Eden area is large. You've already seen down on deck 3 the Eden restaurant. But the Eden area is so much more than that.
So I'll sprint up the corridor here for you.
We will. Excuse us if we're a bit out of breath by the time we get to the end. Oh, we loved sitting in these leaf chairs.
Yeah, weird chairs. They were weird.
They were comfortable though. So entering the Eden area, right ahead of you there, you can see the Eden Cafe, which serves breakfast and lunch. And that is included in your fare. And it was really nice. We had breakfast there once. And then just off to the right, we have the Eden Bar area. This was a lively place at night. We would come and sit here.
It's got a wee dance floor as well.
Wee dance floor there.
Live
nice
music,
bar.
pianos, guys with guitars and things.
Yes, there was live music, which was really nice. And they lighted up with purples and greens and yellows.
That's quite cool.
And it was a very cool space. Right, what we're going to do now, because it's such a big area, I'm going to walk you right through it. So it goes from here on deck 5 up to deck 6. Now this is the only public area on deck 6 when I take you up there. The rest of deck 6 is all cabins. There's the bar. But you'll see we're going to go up some steps, we're going to go around the top, and then there's a really cool ramp, takes you all the way back down to deck 5. I'm just going to, I think, zip it for a minute there and let you have a wee look around. What an amazing space this is. Enjoy the views.
Now you're about to see what the Eden bar area is at night time. There we go.
Beautiful all lit up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So heading out the other side of the spooky tunnel, this is now heading towards the front of the ship, still on deck 5. We come to some, they call them boutique shops.
I call them expensive shops.
Well, they're that as well. So you can see just some more artwork laying around there. A couple of these fancy shops, which needless to say we didn't go into. And then we're just going to head forward where you can see the Fine Cut Steakhouse. This is the steak restaurant on board. Again, it's an upcharge restaurant.
Yeah, and it's open and it looks onto the plaza.
Yeah, we have heard people say, we did not eat in here, but we've heard people say...
Very noisy.
Yeah, when you see those booths there to the right, we have heard people say that when you sit in there, it's so close to the plaza that it's very noisy.
If there's music on in the plaza, there's a bit of a riot going on, martini bars, they're doing their little thing with the glasses, it's quite noisy.
Yeah. However, that aside, we can't really comment ourselves because we didn't eat there, and it does look like a lovely restaurant, typically decorated maybe for a steakhouse with a leather and so on.
To be fair, all the steaks were lovely.
They were, even in the main dining room.
Yeah.
Wonderful, yeah. So this is just across a little bridge outside of the steakhouse, and now we come to Raw on 5. This is the fish/sushi restaurant
thing, and I'm afraid
on the ship.
we're not fish eaters.
No,
really
we're not.
Sorry.
Yeah, fish is so popular, I know, with other people, but we don't eat seafood.
Yeah, we live right next to the sea, but never mind.
We do. However, the restaurant looks nice. I really like this yellowy mustard colour they've decorated it in. It looks like a nice restaurant, but not for us.
Not for us, I'm afraid, no, sorry.
So moving on. Now, this is much more our scene, isn't it?
Yeah, world class bar.
Yeah, this was nice. We would often come here before dinner and get a drink.
Gin cocktails.
It had a nice menu. There's some seating there on the outside that you can see.
And it was never busy.
No, it is relatively small as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if that maybe put people off going in to sit, because really other than the seating outside and a couple of seats off to the left, which I don't seem to have filmed, there were only these seats alongside the bar, weren't there?
Yeah, but it was good.
It was a lovely little place to sit.
So after a few gin cocktails in the world class bar, you stagger along this little corridor and you come to the art gallery. Lovely photographs, lovely prints, really nice artwork.
Yeah, some of the pictures were stunning. Couldn't tell you the price, we didn't look.
No.
Again, not our thing. How on earth would we get them home for a start? And then I believe if you bought something, you sat at those
Yeah.
desks on the right and those comfy seats and did the deal.
Now we're going towards the club, which is also on deck 5. That's the thing we saw on deck
4. We showed you the
yeah.
entrance, but we didn't go in. But we are going to take you in now and have a look around deck 5, and we'll maybe get a peek down at deck 4 as well. Let's see. Now, we only came in here once, didn't we? We saw a Queen tribute.
Yeah.
Can't get my words out there, sorry.
Yeah.
But
That's a cocktails for you.
relatively comfortable seating there. We sat up here, didn't we? Looking down. There is a bar downstairs. You'll maybe just get a wee glimpse of that as the camera pans around. Stage is there right underneath.
It was nice. It was nothing wrong with the club.
No, it was a nice place to sit. Just, we're a bit old for clubbing now.
Yeah.
Decks 6 to 12. Remember, there's no deck 13. All guest cabins. Now we're way up on deck 14 at the forward of the ship and the spa. They have lots of relaxing treatments on offer, and we're just going to leave you to have a little look around.
Continuing along deck 14, we now come to the adults only solarium.
This was a relaxing area, wasn't it?
I did like this one. This was quiet.
It was very hot as well, always in here. We found a wee bit too humid for me, maybe.
And also very busy.
It was very busy, especially on sea days.
Yeah.
Now, also in the solarium area, there is the spa, cafe and juice bar. This was for healthy options. They served breakfast and lunch. Just a wee cafe. So again, it got pretty busy, especially come lunch times. But a nice area to hang out with the kids, hanging round your feet.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple of hot tubs in here as well. Still on deck 14, exiting the solarium, we come to the main pool area. Just up the steps, you'll see the pool bar to the left.
Yes, like that place.
It was nice actually at the pool bar. We didn't really sit by the pool very much, not our thing, but they do have these lovely, comfortable seating areas.
Loads of seating areas.
That would be good if you were in a big group, I think, to sit there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
You can see more artwork there, the famous elephant on man's back there. You'll see a bit more of that in a second. There's the cabanas over there. They were available for you to have your own private space by the pool at an additional charge. Lots and lots of seating available. And there we go, as promised, elephant on man's back. Not sure if that's the official name for it, but that's what we'll call it.
And this is what it looks like in the evening.
All lit up. It was quite pretty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like blue.
Continuing towards the back of the ship on deck 14, we have this little corridor, which was quite nice. These seats were always really busy.
Yeah, we could never get a seat.
We always wanted to sit here and couldn't.
Never could.
I know. And also on this deck, most of the time, was the magic carpet. This is it. Now, if you don't know what the magic carpet is, it's a platform that hangs off the side of the ship.
Yeah.
And it's a bar sometimes.
A restaurant on certain evenings.
Yeah, occasional evenings they make it a restaurant. It was mainly on deck 14 even during our stay. But it does move up and down the side.
Yeah.
Occasionally it would be on deck 5. It came down to deck 2 to the destination gateway for us to exit the ship as well. So as you can see, it's mainly set up as a bar here. We did have a drink here one night. I can't say it was the best drink I had on the ship,
No, it wasn't.
to be honest, which is a bit of a shame, but fantastic views from here. It really does feel like you're right on the edge.
Yeah.
And heading out again from
More
the magic
artwork.
carpet, more artwork, and continuing down this corridor.
At the end of the corridor, you have the mass grill. Again, this is cool. You get burgers, hot dogs, bit of salad. I must say as well, burgers were absolutely immense.
They were
really
very
good.
very good. Yeah, it was a nice place for a quick lunch.
Yeah.
If you were having a pool day.
Again, not very busy.
Well, we always managed to get
got a
seat here,
table. Yeah,
actually.
no problem at all. It was really good.
And we didn't have to queue ages
No.
either.
And you'll have guys with little trolleys, which you can't see on the video, but they've got all the drinks in ice buckets and things.
Yeah, they do. Heading further back, so we're now basically at the very back of the ship, coming to the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet on board. Now, what I don't have here for you is a full tour of the buffet. It's always very busy. There were people getting food, and for the purpose of a ship tour, I think you probably don't really need to see it, you know what it is. However, at the back here,
Pizza.
yeah, the pizza was very good. But skipping by the pizza bar at the back, we really wanted to show you this area. So this is just behind the pizza bar at the back of the Ocean View Cafe.
And it's such a lovely area to sit.
Yeah, undercover area to sit. You could eat your breakfast here, your lunch, your dinner, I guess, as well.
It was cool.
Very nice. And the Ocean View bar there, that is the bar within the
Ocean
buffet.
View Cafe, yeah.
Yes. Now we're just going to head up another deck to deck 15.
15.
See you there.
At the front of the ship on deck 15, you come to the fitness centre, or the gymnasium as they call it. Now, I would love to tell you that I spent every morning, every lunchtime and every night time in here, but I'd be lying.
He would indeed.
This is the only time I've been here, filming for you guys.
Yeah, as you see when you come in, there's some waters there with flavours, lots of towels. Looks like it's
a very well equipped gym,
yes,
yeah.
That's what I was just about to say, very well equipped. But really not for us on holiday, but I'm sure some of you love your fitness and would make good use of this space.
Yeah.
Staying on deck 15, we found this really quiet area just behind the champagne hot tub there and just above the pool bar. Those are the steps down to the pool bar. There was hardly ever anybody sat there, and it was a really lovely place to sit with a drink. Now we're more towards the rear of the ship, the aft, and the sunset bar. We had really high hopes for this area before we came on the ship.
Yeah.
We did like it. We didn't spend as much time here as we thought we would though before we got on.
Do you know why that is? Because it's too hot.
It was very hot through the day and it was very windy in the evenings. However, it was a lovely place. We did have quite a few drinks from here. And those are smoking areas undercover just off to the left. We were a bit peeved we didn't get a covered
we're not
area.
smokers. And it was like a really nice part of the ship.
It was. So yeah, we were a bit peeved that we couldn't sit in there. Well, we could have, but you know, we chose not to because we didn't want to be surrounded by smoke.
A lovely view, sitting at the back, nice bar.
It was a nice bar. I would say it has a sort of Mediterranean, Greek kind of feel to it, with those tiles and the arches and very white. Yeah, actually a really nice place to sit. Plenty of seating, some greenery as well, making it a really nice space.
So then you walk up past that bar and that takes you to the rooftop garden grill.
It does. This was another upcharge restaurant and one that we very much considered but didn't end up booking. There are not enough days to try everything. We found we kept running out of time. But like the name suggests, it was a grill. It did things like burgers, grilled chicken, I don't know.
Chops, stuff, ribs.
Things like that. I'm sure you have a good idea yourself of the kind of menu that a grill would serve. Looked like a nice place, as I said, upcharge restaurant. We weren't there, but in a nice area at the top of the ship as well. Great views from here.
Next to the rooftop garden grill is the rooftop garden.
This is a relaxing space, as you can see as you come along this corridor here and whirl around this corner.
Loads of seating areas, little booths, big soft luxury seats.
Yeah, it looked like a nice place. We didn't actually spend a lot of time here, which I'm surprised about. Why did we not spend time
What
here?
did we do on this boat? There's a lot of places we've not got to.
I know, it sounds like we didn't do anything. We were busy filming. That's what we were doing for our amazing viewers. So yeah, as you can see, loads
nice area.
seating there.
Again, big chunky seats to sit in. Very comfortable.
We imagine.
Yeah.
Also coming up in this area, you will see just a wee bit further over the big screen. You can actually see it there where they played some movies, and the pickleball court is in this area too, and we're just going to let you have a little look around yourself. Before we head up the running track to deck 16, we just quickly wanted to show you these infinity pools, which look quite cool, just overlooking the ocean there. And these are on deck 15, just outside the rooftop garden. And I think it's quite important to note that these are plunge pools, so cold water. They are not spas, people. Do not be fooled.
And you can see the jogging track at distance, and we are about to walk up the wrong way.
Yeah, you can see the
There's
arrows
our
there.
going that way, but we've been that way, so let's walk up this way.
Yep, here we go. Now this actually is quite unusual in terms of how it works on the ship, in that it takes you from deck 15 up to deck 16. Normally they're on the flat. So, with little less ado, let's have a look around deck 16 then, shall we? Now these are the champagne hot tubs, the ones that you see down from the bottom of the pool area. You actually enter them up here.
Plenty of beds, as you can see.
Yep. And also up here is the mast bar. I think this was only open on sea days. We didn't see it open any other time. It was a nice wee bar though. They had some nice cocktails.
We found
and
a little
things.
area, just keep walking past that bar. You come to a little dead end, but there's lots and lots of beds that nobody seemed to realise they were there.
I think a lot of people stayed clear of them. You'll see in a second, they're actually underneath the chimneys of the ship, and I believe some people think that you'll get covered in soot if you sit under there.
Well,
however, we sat there for hours and it was absolutely fine. And you can see this little dead end walkway as well, looks over the pool area, which is really nice.
There you go, to be on, there's the chimneys there. And that's where we sat. It was fine.
Continuing along deck 16, this is the door to the retreat up ahead. Now the retreat is for suite guests only. Sadly, we were not suite guests, so a peek through the door is as close as we can get you. Maybe one day. What do you think, Neil?
I hope so.
Once we've done tons more cruises and gained tons more points.
Loads of cruises, loads of points, loads of money.
Yeah, hopefully one day. Anyway, continuing on past the retreat, because we can't go in, you'll see the second champagne hot tub here. And again, this is just by the top of the running track, looks down over the pool area. And you'll just see here as we swing around the running track, heading back down to deck 15.
Now again, I would love to say that we went on this running track every day, but we didn't.
To be fair, we did, but we only walked it. Yeah, only as a means of getting from A to B though.
Yeah, get from one bar to the next bar.
Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And very quickly, we just want to say that deck 17 is reserved for retreat or suite guests only. If you like what you've seen so far, don't forget to watch these videos next. They're popping up on your screen now. Thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to give us a...
We certainly do.
What would you like
them to do,
Neil?
Like and subscribe, please.
Like and subscribe and comment. And...
Bye for now.